This is Charlaine Martin from Be Totally Fit for Life. I wrote a blog post about how to create the burn in your workout. And I told people a little bit about my mistake of doing a little too much so I could get the data. But the data was important because I can help you. What I want to do in this video is show you some of those exercises. Even though I don't have a cable machine, I do have some sturdy resistance bands, and I have a door jamb piece that I can put in the door and make sure it's closed. It's better to use the strong side of the door where the door pulls shut. This right now is not, so I have to make sure it's shut. And then I have this really interesting little note that my hubby discovered one day. It says, knock before opening door using straps. And so I put it on the outside of the door so he wouldn't open the door and I would go flying down the stairs. So I keep it on this side of the door so that doesn't happen. But I want to show you what negative squats, negative lunges look like. Also the hay balers version that I know and the wood chopper version I know that I learned from one of my managers in personal training. And I couldn't find it online quickly, so I just said, forget it, we'll do it this way. So what I want to show you right now is I have a very heavy duty band connected up at the top of my door. And I'm pulling, it's not moving, okay? Do that even if you have the strong side of the door. Give a little tug and make sure that everything's okay, that you actually have it secure, because there's a wad of something inside that nylon strap that keeps it from sliding out of the door. So, negative squats, I actually had a bar and I was holding the bar like this. Well, you can also use, there's a V-shaped handle that you can hold like this, and that's how I'm going to hold this. But you can do it with the bar with the underhand grip too. And so you're going to take about 20 to 40 pounds of weight off of your own body weight. Start carefully. Try 10 or 20 pounds. See if you're able to lower your body. So you're actually pulling from the hamstrings, glutes, and quads. And your calves are actually doing a little work too. So what you're going to do is pull your arms so that you're set. Inhale, exhale, and carefully sit down. The reason why I like this is because you can sit into it and actually get proper form for your squat. So you can go down and come up. The arms stay stationary right by your ribs. And I know you're getting a fanny shot, I'm sorry. See if I can do this way for you. See how my knees are back? I really don't like to advise people to use bands because sometimes they just flop back. And you can't do that. It has to be slow and controlled. It also reduces stress on your knee joints. But make sure with your doctor that it's going to be okay. In fact, any of these exercises I ever show you, check with your doctor first to make sure that they're safe for you. Now, much in the similar pattern of the squat is the lunge. So you're going to step back and make sure that you are dropping the back knee straight down. So you're going to pull back, latch your elbows to your ribs, inhale, exhale, and drop that back knee down, but don't hit the floor. And down, and up, down, and up. Do the same number of reps on each side. A bicep curl is a bicep curl. Tricep extension is a tricep extension. No big deal. If you're going to use the alternative, like goblet squats, you can take a hand weight, or I have a 10-pound kettlebell, and you cradle it in your hands like this and wrap it around. The weight is towards the center of your body, so it actually helps with proper form. So you sit down and come up. The toes are always able to be seen. If you look down, your knees never extend beyond your toes. And you can do the same thing with your lunges. Let's see if I can set that so you can see it. The front knee stays behind the toe. And drop down the center, but never hit the floor. Keep breathing during all of your exercises. The Valsalva maneuver happens when you hold your breath, when you exert force on an object, that has weight, like a weight or the weight machine. And when you do that, you put additional pressure on your heart. So don't do that. Please breathe. Breathe. It's best to exhale whenever you push, pull, or lift a weight. These are all functional exercises. Now let me show you the wood chopper. With the wood chopper, it's hard for me to use both of these, so I'm just going to use one. And wow, the lights are hot. At any rate, I'm going to take a hold of it with one hand, wrap the other hand around, go into a wide stance with bent knees. Inhale. Exhale, I'm going to shift my weight as I pull and turn from the waist and come back. See if I can do that a little bit better for you. So you start here, your arms are in, wrap around, don't lock your fingers. I started to do that and that really hurts. But squat down, shift your weight with your legs, toes are still pointed forward, turn and pull. And come back. You really need more of a full extension, more than what I can get from this. Now, I'm going to open the door and change what we're doing. I want to make sure that door shuts. Okay. Give it a tug. With the rotary torso, people make the mistake with the rotary torso machine of bending and putting too much weight on to try to turn with their arms here or with their arms here, and they're like this. And that grinds away at the vertebrae. So doing it with a cable or with a band like this is actually preferable. And I'm going to use one because there's a lot of resistance on this band. So you're going to sit in a horse stance. That's my martial arts part of me coming out. I'm going to use this one because I want the shorter one. And I'm going to step out. So you're going to keep your elbows in. Inhale, exhale, and turn. Inhale, exhale, and turn. And this isn't the best thing to use, honestly. I prefer to have a little better, I guess, resistance. And it's hard because with my phone and my stand, it's hard for me to give you a wider angle shot. And I tried it sideways, my head got cut off, and you can see my legs. So I did it this way for you. But if you understand the principles, then you'll understand it better. And then, of course, you're going to go to the other side and turn. Keep that belly in and the butt tucked every time. You want to use a full range of motion. Now, I'm going to take this down for the hay baler. And it sounds weird, but with baling hay, they grab a hold of the hay bale and toss it up. So you're getting this motion. But the ones that I showed you with the links to Aces Fitness, they're just having you do it from here and not involving the whole body. And that's fine for beginners. So go ahead and start that way so you get the main part of the exercise. I want to show you how to get the full benefit. So I'm going to take this all the way down to the bottom. And again, make sure it's latched. Give it a tug. So I'm still going to use just one of these because it's a little too much for me. But you're going to take that wide stance. Make sure there's tension. Wrap your hand, grab, and shift and sweep up. So I went a little too far away. Come down, shift, sweep up. You can do that with a kettlebell or a weighted ball. So you can come from here and up, rather than a swing, which might be a little bit more than what your shoulders want, or your back. But you can also come at here. I hope hope that those exercises are beneficial for you. You can get a whole core workout the entire time. I never did a crunch. I never did any sort of leg raises or whatever. And that really helped. My goal isn't to have the rock hard abs with a six pack or to be, athletic like I was 10, 20 years ago. My goal is to function and to be able to have less body fat and more muscle mass as I age. Maybe your goal is different, and that's okay. But if you do one set to start, that was in my blog post, and that was create the burn, then see how that goes before you try adding on another set later in the week. Anytime you do strength training, even if it's just the functional training like that, please, please, please give yourself a day between to recover. I would suggest asking a personal trainer to take that exercise layout if you want to use it and have them show you their version, because they're trained just like I am, but they may have something different. As they watch you, they might be able to help you get a better benefit that is personalized. May God bless